So in today's stream, I'm going to draw the main hero from my Chronicles of a Hero series. And I use potty mouth. I don't think you're going to want to miss this stream, so let's get started. Hey, Tillers, good morning. Or good evening. All right. Turn this down just a bit. Gonna have some fun here today. I've been so looking forward to this. That's what we finished up last Thursday. We talked about you quite a bit, Till. This was our beautiful creation that we colored. And we put magic to. Our nice little glowing symbols. Our Book of Dark Bindings. Which is the main source of evil power in my fantasy world. But what we're going to work on today is something extra fun. Because I am working on redoing some of the main articles of my world on WantedHero.com, and we're going to start with the main hero of my series. And so what we're going to do is we are going to draw. I actually got many of them cut. I think we cut them all. Yes, I got a haircut. Let me see. We're going to rename this. We need to rename it anyway. And we're going to rename it Wendell. We are going to draw different pieces of Wendell, different situations, so we can fit them in and really we're gonna add fun to the article. I'm debating whether or not to do this in color. We'll see. We're gonna draw these today and hopefully get them colored as well. And we start with the side one. So I've done these in light blue. I know that's probably kind of a bit hard to see there on the screen, huh? Let's do this. We're going to name this Inks. We'll put it in black. We'll get out my little technical pen. Try to do a nice fine line. So how are you this morning, Till? It's just dirt on my screen. That blue, the light blue, I don't know why. I used to use it all the time when I would make comic books. And then I stopped using it when I bought this iPad and I started using Procreate. And I just started doing just just using a regular dark pencil, because you could, on a slider you could scale it, so the opacity. And so I stopped using the blue, because that's what you would use on actual paper, because when you would take traditional pages from the comic books, a scanner would not pick up the light blue. So you could rough everything in as much as you want and then just ink over it. And that's what I did for years and years and years. And I just stopped doing that, and I realized how... I don't know, there's something about drawing on top, inking on top of the blue that gets me all motivated. So why not do that? You are tired. Because it's not my morning, that's right. Oh, you have 10 hours of work behind you. Okay. And that's why it's always blue. It's just a way to really rough things in, and for some reason it's easier on my eyes. It's easier to tell the differences when I've inked. And so I just enjoy it. So I realized I'm going to go back to that, see what happens. And yeah, my productivity went up, actually. Strange as that may seem, it actually went up. So why not stick with something that does you good, right? Right. Okay. His little goatee under his lip. Let's see. And for the background music, I just found this list on, what is it called? Ultra Ball. It's a Pokemon thing. So, hey Cage, what's up, bud? Hey Hefe. Yes, look who it is. Wendell. Or do you mean Wendell? It's Wendell. How are you guys today? You know, Till is tired. You know, I tried to arrange these streams. I know this is going to YouTube, so you can watch this anytime, but I tried to arrange these streams so that it would be in your guys' early evening, so I had a better chance of hanging out with the people that I'm normally talking to anyway. I wonder if there people over here in America are probably wondering, why are you streaming in the morning? Well, because most of my readers and people I associate with are in Europe. Ha! I think Hefe was talking about me. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, you haven't been here in a little while. Couple streams, I think. Do I remember correctly? Alrighty. I'm gonna change that. Easier to ink. Alright. Till tried to draw this weekend. Looks like it's best to start with a good brush. Yeah, definitely, definitely. You were tired too heavy, but somehow gathered some energy. Well, good. Yeah, 5:14. See, Cage, that was the whole point. That's why I decided. I mean, it's 9:14 here. Well, 9:16. So that was my whole point. Is my hope was the people that I normally hang out with. Because normally, what I would come and visit with you, and it's late at night for you, and it's like mid-afternoon for me. And you guys were always so sweet before. You'd be up way too late watching some crazy American doing whatever, spinning a wheel. So that's why I decided I wanted to see if I could arrange it at a time where you're just getting home, maybe just having dinner, maybe watch it over dinner. I don't know. I mean, not like I'm doing jumping jacks and running around and screaming and all that. This is kind of a mellow stream, I think. So it's a good thing I'm a mod, otherwise people forget about me. I doubt that. By the way, any of you, I don't know if you remember what Cage, I don't know if you remember what the hotkeys are, but if you want to go ahead, I really would like you to put in a plug for you and put in a plug for Hefe and put in a plug for Till for all three of your streams. You remember which one is for streams with the Nightbot? Or maybe you could find out. But oh, it's S-O. Yeah, do one for you and do one for... There you go. I love that phrase. Jaime loves Hefe Live like a fat kid loves cake. Please go to the show and show some love. There you go. So how's your stream going? Guys, I want to know about all three of your streams, huh? Hefe, I want you to do one for Tillers. Tillers. Because Tillers, aren't you doing, are you doing stat blocks? Aren't you doing that? And then one for you, Cage. You're fun to watch. When Zilla gets here, I'd really like you to do a plug for Zilla. If he comes today. I was on my way out the door, but I noticed there was a notification for his stream that evening. And he was playing a game. I'd never seen him play a game before. So I was like intrigued because normally he's doing his fabulous artwork. It's so unique. Just love watching him work and just chilling there and visiting. And he was playing some kind of... I can't remember what the name was. We'll have to ask him if he shows up. But I loved the game. It was phenomenal artwork. It's great graphics. And it was him and a team, and they were playing against... yeah, he's been here the last few times. Zilla's came in. He's come into the stream, and that's been fun. He was playing something with the team, and all the opponents were NPCs. Fill in the hair here. Okay. Really heavy. You're trying to figure out how to do the choose your own adventure type. Choose your own ending. Choose your own adventure is actually copyrighted. They apparently get kind of ticked off when you use that phrase. So you have to say choose your own ending, but yeah, it's choose your own adventure. We all know it as that. You were trying to figure out how to do that for your world? Were you doing that on stream, or were you doing that just in your world? Like on the World Anvil side. Because I could show you what I'm doing. You know, I finished completing the book. I think it was called it was Is it The Way of Kings? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. I could talk to you about it in Discord. But I've got my whole book up. So now I'm doing the linking, which is a bit of a challenge. That's a bit of a challenge. Yeah, interactive fiction. There you go. But that's fun. That's a new phrase I'm seeing more and more popping up around the internet. So in telling someone that you have an interactive fictional world, it's a cool thing. Yes, this is my main character. This is Wendell. Main character, and I even, yeah, it's my main character. Let's see, I got other pictures. I mean, let's see, where's some Wendell? Don't I have the Wendell ones on here? I think I do. There he is. Yeah. There's Wendell. Yep. He's my main character. For those of you who don't know what Wanted Hero is, WantedHero.com is an interactive fictional world. There you go, Hefe. There's my plug. But, yes, I've drawn you too, Cage. But Wendell is he's my main hero. I've got a main series called Chronicles of a Hero. So far, there's 7 books that are published. I'm about ready to publish my 8th book. And all the storylines in my world, and there are many, all converge at one point that have to do with Wendell. And but if you want to go check out Prelude to a Hero, that is my premiere novel with Wendell. But he's a sweet, cool kid. Okay, he becomes cool. He's the awkward nerd, 18-year-old, just graduated high school, and gets carted off in a unique and stressful way by this guy. Anyway, yes, we're drawing Wendell. There's a game you guys have not seen. That actually is a game that I designed. And yes, it was published. Yeah, there we go. We got Wendell, Chuck, and Dax. So yeah, we draw Wendell. That's what we're doing today. We're drawing pieces so that I can update the article on my website. So that's what we're doing. We're doing the pieces. So I can enhance my article, because that's what I like to do. Let's see. No, I don't remember the name of the game. The name of the game that we were talking about that Zilla was playing. When Zilla gets here, we'll have to ask him. So, let's see. Okay, let's see. Updated drawings. Yes, I'm going to do updated drawings. Heffy says, yeah, the linking is tough as I worried about the scalability of what I'm doing. But I think at the end I got a clear idea. Well, that's good. The linking is challenging. Usually got to use, if you're going to make a choose your own adventure, what I noticed, there's a couple things that's a bit rough. So one of the things, okay, so wrote the story, I did everything in Scrivener, then I took all the pieces out and I have a mind map of, like the main path that if the reader chooses everything correctly, you get from A to Z, right? You straight path. Which I don't think that ever happens. Excuse me. I don't think that ever happens. So you got your one straight path. Then you have all your offshoots, all the combinations. I think in my book I've got like somewhere between 12 and 20 endings. I'm not sure how many. And then what I did is, using the mind map, I went and I labeled each of the pages, making sure there's a page number on it. So in the title of each article, I would do the page number. Now, it's an event number. It's not actually a page number. Because, especially if you're doing electronic or doing the World Anvil, there are no page numbers, so you can't use that as a reference. I think you'll mess your mind up. I know I did with me. I got confused. So I do event things. So it's part of each top title. So for us, it would be the article title. Now there's a challenge with this, is that in the search feature, for anyone who comes to any of our worlds, and they use the search feature as they type things in, it throws up and reveals all sorts of, the variations of those pages. And when I think, because I did this for World Ember in December of last year, I think I have like 170 something pages, actual pages of content. So I put that on there, and the challenge here is people going and trying to search and do things out of whack. Now, here's the thing. Just like any choose your own adventure or choose your own ending or interactive fiction, if they cheat, well, they're messing up their own experience. There's not a whole lot that you can do about that, right? So whatever. But I decided that I was going to take the Choose Your Own Ending book that I've got, and I gave it to the subscribers. So I actually have it all, or maybe I haven't done it yet. Anyway, it's going to be put behind the paywall. So people who support me for $3 a month, they're going to be able to do it. Now here's the advantage though, Hefe. You agree about the cheaters? Yeah. And it doesn't matter, because when they learn, when they realize they're going through and they can't enjoy the adventure, I think they're going to get the hint and not cheat. I mean, I can't do anything. You can't do anything for them if they cheat. Just pick something and go from there, So, but here's the thing that got me excited. So I'm all done and I got one book, right? I just realized something, an advantage that we have that we don't have in print. And here's this elevating music as I'm explaining this and getting all excited. The cool thing is that in our worlds, you can develop a whole new section and tie it in to the already established story. So I could come to your world like 3 years from now, and it could go from like 100 pages. It could be like 1,000 pages. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to do that, but I mean, you can add more and more and more. Because I had an idea of doing that in another respect with another idea with parenting. I wanted to do a choose your own ending for parents, that a husband and wife could like come and do this as like on a date or something. And my wife and I were going to write all these scenarios of raising our children, all the crazy stories, all the things that were like, oh, nope, you don't want to do that as a parent, or hey, yeah, that was definitely an A+, that was a score, and put all those funny things together and do them in sections. So start with when I asked my wife to marry me, and you start that. So I started as, how do I get married? How do I get her attention? Now we're a new couple. And then you go through this part of your life, and then you add another thing, and then you add another thing, and you add another thing, What did you do stupid? You shouldn't have done that, moron. Go back here and start over. And you could actually educate people that way while they're having a heck of a good time. Anyway, just another idea. You're going to have dice rolls too, which the reader would need to be honest about and click if they're successful or not. It's true. It's totally true. But yeah, it's up to them. What does my shirt say? My shirt says, I lie to people for a living. And then down below in little letters it says, fiction writer. The original shirt that I was going to get was, I lie to children for a living. That's what I've told people for the last 10 years. And they look at me and go, what? And I'm a fiction writer. I write stories for youth. So. Oh, it'll be so many pages, especially as I'm doing the IF with the world building. Like reading a settlement template means your character is there. Huh. Okay. Tiller says if we had auto-assigned subscriber groups, people could have to navigate through certain pages to see actual stuff in a choose your own adventure thingy. That's a good idea. Here's the thing, I'm kind of with our worlds. I'm kind of stuck on the fence between I like to say guiding someone through our worlds and just leaving it open and they just do whatever the heck they want to do, which they're going to do anyway. But I kind of like what my son Evan was saying not too long ago. He said, Dad, he says, that's one thing that I find annoying on certain sites when they try to say, this is the way that I want you to go. When I've come to your site for a specific reason, I know what I want. Back off, get out of my face, and let me do my thing. But I don't think he's wrong. I think he's actually correct. And I wondered if I'd have more of those people than someone who needs to be guided. But then there's also things, you don't want people to miss. So there's a lot to be said about that as well. Alright, got this one inked. I think that's good. Now the trick with this one is going to be, let's see. There we go. All right. So I got him in his black shirt. I think that's good. That works. Okay, let's do this one. Let's see. Cage says, oh yeah, Jamie, I'm going to be running a D&D one-shot for my cousins who all have never played D&D. That's going to be a fun experience. Got it all planned out, all worked out. That's definitely going to be a... I think with people that have never played before, you just remember that if you're hoping that they're ever going to play again, make sure that you make a one heck of a positive experience, because you're making a first impression with these guys. Or guys and gals, whoever your cousins are. So definitely want to make sure, if you want to have them back, make sure that it's a positive experience. Hefe says, well, the trouble with the subgroup thing is I don't want to bloat my world with all the subgroups of every decision. There's a lot to be said about that. And it's funny because that is several steps several steps further than me already with my articles. I'm laying each of the articles in that, for example, you come to WantedHero.com because you want to know more about the basic characters. You've read Prelude to a Hero, which is the first book. Well, so now I made a list of all the characters, all the places, all the events, and I built that out. But some of those characters also appear in the rest of the story. I mean, take Wendell right here. He grows. He develops more abilities over time. He changes in the way that he looks, in the way that he acts. So not everything can be encompassed in one article. But it can. So what I do is I layer it. So I have one, the main tidbits in the beginning from book one, I have there. And then with each book, or at certain points during the books, I add to the information on Wendell's article, but they're concealed according to the subscriber groups. So, but, that already is complicated enough when I'm writing so many articles and then having to go back and put in another piece and make sure that that's only revealed to certain people. So, Death House is fun. Oh, what Cage is saying, I was like, is that the music that I'm playing? See, I'm clueless on these things. I draw. I tell stories and I draw. Let's see. So Cage says, yeah, I'm going to be dragging them through the Death House. 2 girls and 4 boys. Oh, what ages, Cage? I'm totally curious. What age kids are you dragging into Dungeons and Dragons? I've never seen. I don't know what Death House is in D&D. I haven't actually played Dungeons and Dragons in decades. So I am completely out of the loop. I went to other role-playing games. I definitely will have to tone down the death in Death House. Oh. Are they... So, explain to me a little bit about Death House. Is that I'm assuming it's a horror type setup for Dungeons and Dragons? Alright. Poor Wendell. Every time I see this look on his face, I always think, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. But then I think, hey, wait. I'm the author. I put him through it. The youngest is like 15. The oldest is 24, 25. Whew, you be careful, man. It's just the dad in me talking, but be careful. You don't want to put that 15-year-old in therapy. I've seen some of the games you play, buddy. You're probably sitting there going, what? Are you judging me? Yeah, I've watched you. I've watched you play, and you made me laugh when your legs were ripped off your body. That so made me laugh. That is the most memorable moment I've ever had on Twitch watching somebody stream. Was you weren't even on the screen. It was just your voice and we're watching. And I know you know that because we drew that picture, right? Ooh, I gotta find that picture. Let me pause here. I gotta find that picture. That made me laugh so stinking hard. And I know I showed it, I think, in the beginning stream when I started streaming that. I can see it behind here. There it is. It was so dang funny. Not my legs. I need those. Yeah. I loved it. That was so much fun, man. So much fun. Death House is a living, sentient house that used to be the grounds for death cults. Oh my goodness. It lures the characters in with 2 illusionary kids. Oh. Man. I played that Twitch. Till, did you play that game with did you play 10 Candles with me and Evan? Can't remember who played. No, I think that was Cap. I think that was Captain Fry. Anyway, wow. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, that was hilarious watching you. So I know you play some pretty messed up games there, Cage. Alrighty. "10 candles would wreck you." I was stressed. I was determined to be the winner of that game, and then and then they explained to me, no, everyone dies in that game. It's just when you die. I was like, seriously? All right, I can do this. Then I'm gonna be the last to die. I wasn't, but I think I went out in the blaze of glory. Maybe that's how I'd phrase it. I get to have that. You get to have that moment with your story. And but that was intense. We're playing over. Did we do it over Skype? Yeah, we did it over Skype. And we got the video, and we got Toblin's like, he's just there with. He turned off the lights, so you just got the glow of the candles while we're watching him. He's telling that story, and he's like, here's some creepy music for you to listen to while we're playing. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And my son upstairs is doing that. He comes down afterwards and goes, "Man, that was just so creepy." He goes, "I got that music playing. It was just freaking me out. I'm looking all around like this." I even played with my lights off. So I just had the light from the screen. And we're doing the video, the group video. I was like, nope, that's enough for me. Creepy hearing all this stuff and listening to him describing the game. No, I don't need any creepy music. Thank you very much. Not gonna happen. All right. Let's see. Back to chat. The illusionary kids are outside the house, and they tell the players that there is a monster in the house, and their baby brother is still in the house. Liar! Liar! Oh, I know what my cousins can handle. They are extremely level-headed, and they constantly hang with the older cousins, so they're used to some crap. Great. The two youngest are the girls, and I gave them a human fighter and a Teflon? Teflon? Sounds like Teflon, a Teflon paladin. A tiefling? I don't know how you say that. Okay. It's technically not a lie. Technically not a lie. That's like I'm technically pregnant. Either you're lying or you're not, sucker. Alright, whatever. Alright. I remember this moment in the book. Oh, I know what I should do. There you go. That's appropriate. Yeah, that's appropriate. Oh, that dude. Ah. Cage says their stillborn baby brother is definitely in the house, and there is a monster in the basement, which is the stillborn baby taken form in a flesh mound. All this sounds gross, man. Also, the actual children are also in the house. They're locked in a room. Oh, and they're starved to death. Now they're ghosts. Who plays this stuff? Oh my goodness. I thought it was bad enough that I used to watch horror movies when I was younger. I haven't watched a horror movie since I became an adult. Wow. No, thank you. That's just not my thing. Yeah, that 10 candles, that was enough for me. I really did enjoy myself, though. But I took out half the, well, about a third of the building of the hospital with my final action. I had to. I didn't want them because in the end, we brought my real family, my wife and my kids into the story because I chose to just be me. Lo and behold, Jaime just wants to be himself. And wow, that was just, that was intense. So I get to the hospital and I find my wife. They've been in a car accident. And the creatures that have been trying to catch us and kill us or eat us or whatever the heck they're doing, was taking over the hospital. And this was the children's ward. And I could see that they had gotten into the rooms with the children patients and they were starting to consume the children. And I was like, so I rolled, can I find my children? And I found one of my little girls, because I have 9 daughters. And, but I knew that they were on this floor. And so I asked if I could do my final move or have my moment. And he said, yeah. So I said, all right. I said, this is an examining room. He says it is. I said, so they have the main oxygen pipes for oxygen masks in the wall. Is that correct? He said, yes. I said, do I still have one of my flares on me? I still had 2. So he says, yes. I said, okay. I said, I slip past the creature. I said, I scream. No. I took one of them because he was about ready to bite my daughter. So I yell, it flips around, I snap off the flare, and I shove it into his eye socket. Isn't this a great stream? Things we're talking about. So I shove it into his eye socket, and he's screaming, it's screaming and withering on the ground. And I kiss my wife and I say, stay close. I pull her, my daughter close. I go over to where the oxygen thing is. I light the next flare, just drop my arm and snap the metal off that and shove the flare into the oxygen pipe. So I take out the whole freaking level, all the kids, all the creatures that are there about ready to consume all the children. And as I told the GM, I'm going out on my terms, sucker. I didn't really say that. I was thinking that. I was like, because I have to die in the story. That's part of the game. All right, fine. Then I'm going to die on my terms. And none of those things are going to get my kids. So, ta-da! There's Jaime's personality for you. Oh yeah, the players can get possessed by ghost children. Oh my goodness. You missed that character. Also, their mom and dad were the leaders of the death cult, and now they become... Oh my goodness. Oh, what a story, man. Hefe, you don't say beautiful. I guess if you're a horror writer or something, all right, then I get that. I can support that, but man, that's in... Yeah, I'm just not into that stuff. Let's see. Then in the end, the room they find the flesh mound in. They basically get asked to sacrifice something on the altar, and if they leave without sacrificing anyone, the house will try to kill them on the way out. Well, here's what I say. Don't sacrifice anyone. Screw the house. Burn it. That's what I do. For me, There's always C. You can have A or B. No, I'm taking C. Stuff it. We're going to do it my way. Games where you have to die are shite. I am with you, Till. I am so with you. Burn it with fire. That's right. I love Riot. I love your icons. I'm gonna develop some icons. I want to mimic those ones with the duck. I'm going to do that. As bad as Paranoia. I have always wanted to play. You mean from the Steve Jackson games? I have wanted to play that so bad. But here's the funny thing. So I went from Dungeons and Dragons and I went to Villains and Vigilantes. That's my game. That's absolutely my game. I'm going to turn my Rode mic down. It looks like I'm being just a bit too loud. Yes, burn it on fire. Okay, Cage. Fun fact about that. If you burn down the house, it will just reform in 24 hours. Just reform like it reforms over that. Then what I would do is I burn it down. When I burn it down, then what I would do is do something with gas lines and just keep a fuel going. And just keep it burning. Let it try to regrow in flame. I will do that. I will take up a community cup, donation cup. Help me keep the house burnt to the ground. I know what I would do. I would make a fortune. You know why I would make a fortune? Because I would dedicate that area. I'd fence that sucker off. Make great big stone walls all the way around. Then you know what I would do? I would end up educating arsonists. No? What's the word for that? I would educate arsonists. So recovering arsonists, if they really need to have that need felt, I would say, I have a building for you, and for a nominal fee, I will let you burn down my building as many times as you want. It's all duck sauce's icons. I need my own set with rabbits instead of ducks. Yeah, I need to, but oh gosh. Can you do me a favor, Till? Would you be willing to open up your, with the duck sauce, would you be willing to open up and send me a screenshot of all those? I like the ideas. I can't think of the ideas of what I want to build with the smileys. And so I'd actually like to do that if I just see examples. That way I'll know. Like the one that you got there, 10 candles. It's as bad as Paranoia. And you got the duck with the big bulging eyes. Well, I should do the smiley with the big bulging eyes. That'd work. No gas in medieval Europe. What, you've never been around cows? You've never been around drunk people? Arson is the act. Arsonists are the people. I do not like games where it is you can do what you want. It won't. You can do what you want. It won't work. That's frustrating the players. Okay, so I went from Dungeons and Dragons to Villains and Vigilantes with Steve Jackson games, and I love that because in there it says the number one rule is you cannot be a villain. You can do anything in there, and the one that Evan is the Wanted Hero game that we're working on. I really like the rules he's come up with. Maybe we'll go over that in a stream sometime, because we need to start figuring that out. We decided we want to do one set of rules. We were, and Cage will like to hear this, we were going to develop just the Trench Wars. But then realize, no, we don't want to do that. We do want to have it for the whole world. So there will be different rules pertaining to Trench Wars. But the core rules that he's designing are for the entire world. So it will work with the fantasy setting, and it will work with the science fiction setting. Because those of you who don't know about Wanted Hero, we have fantasy and we have science fiction. Science fiction being my lovely gnomes. I love my gnomes. They're so awesome. Yep, they are awesome. All right. I'm ready. Just color that in. All right. And he's like, oh. All right. Gotta put my smiley in. Gotta put my smiley in. All right. Whoops. All right. There we go. Black shirt. That works. Oh. All right. Let's see. I mean, they can see. Cage says, I mean, definitely they can burn down the house, and if they walk away after, they'll forever think that it was burned down. True. It's still a shame that our trench war game never really happened. Yeah, but things will, and life happened. Life kind of dumped on us for quite some time, so apologize for that, but that's what happens. And so we just barely got out of survival mode. We of all things, we actually did better during the whole lockdown COVID thing than I think most people did. Because of various medical issues with some of my kids, we're used to being in a quarantine-ish type setting on a permanent basis. Because, give you example, some of my grandkids, they were born without an immune system. So it takes a good 6 to 10 months, if I remember correctly, 6 to 10 months, somewhere around there. It takes them a while to develop their immune system, so they have to be around family members, but they can't go out. We can't have when a baby's born, we can't have guests at the house. So when the quarantine thing happened, it was kind of like, nah, all right, business as usual. That's kind of what happened. Wanted Hero, look her up. She did the duck sauce icons. Wait. Who did? Look who up? I missed somewhere in the. She did the duck sauce icons and lots more for all the big streamers. Lots of overview images in her tweets, like this one. Are you putting it in? Are you sending it to my Discord? I would love to know who did those, because I think your duck icons, those are some of my favorite that I ever see on Discord. And that I see here on Twitch, so, or on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. The links are right in here. Apparently I'm not seeing. Does your Twitch censor those? I think they do. Because we had a few times where we had some trolls come in and started throwing some stuff around. That's when I started asking friends like Cage and Mister to come in. And so that's why I titled them on my Discord. It says Moderators with Bats. Because I didn't have any mild-mannered people that were just like, I'm going to come in and cause a little bit of disruption. It was like people showed up and it's like, burn it all down. And you're like, what? Why? I mean, my streams are like family friendly. I mean, what is your problem? You're just a dink, you know? Let's see. Just add twitter.com in front of that one. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Hey Cage, do you know where the settings are that we can allow links? Cuz I don't, Till can put whatever links he wants up. Till's a good friend. Can we do that? Is there a way to approve just some people, or that we can just approve? I don't know. I don't know how some of the software works. But if we could let him put some links, that would be great. If not, then I'll work that out elsewhere. It's probably in the creator tab, and I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Well, and I'm using the Streamlabs OBS, so I'm actually not on the internet with Twitch. So I will look that up after. Thank you, Till. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in... I always like artists, so... And if this lady did those duck icons, yeah, I'm very interested. All right. I always wanted to do this poster with Wendell. And I'm gonna make the poster. I'm gonna do it as a digital download for my subs. But I just wanted to do a full color poster of Wendell just standing there like, and have this, with the big, a Valen behind him, a giant behind him, and cracking knuckles or something, and it just at the top it says hero in training, and then down below Wendell it says no pain ... well. Gage is pretty sure this is the only Twitch stream that I never swore in. I don't think you have either. You know what I think is totally hilarious though, Cage? Is Zev. I still haven't seen Zev show up. I know he's busy, but Zev has such a hard time not swearing. But what's hilarious is watching Zev put himself in timeout because he's the moderator. That just, I love that. It's just, makes me laugh. So good. I think you guys are just awesome. Oh, all right. Let's get this going. What? You still going to be up for a little while, Till? Because after this is over, I really could talk to you about. I want to discuss some of the ideas that you had about over there at WantedHero.com on the homepage. I would like to take some of your suggestions that you made to me, and I can't remember what all of them are, what they were that you and I discussed, but of like how to take the books, the published books, out of the table of contents and do it as his own book. So I'm just trying to figure out the layout on the home page. It looks like he's wearing some kind of odd, wearing some kind of odd sleeve or something there. That doesn't quite. There we go. I need to make that bigger so I can do bigger lines. There we go. I think that's what the problem is. Everything looks too even. Way too even. Well, let's fix that. I don't like ugly cartoons. Better. I think that's better. All right. I believe you'd stream early in the week. You'd probably be able to make your streams. Okay. Well, if I knew what day, you know what I am gonna do though, Cage. I'm talking it over with some of the people in my Discord, and I'm thinking about making a plan to do a party stream. Just meaning that I will actually stream on an extra day or night or something like that. Probably the weekend, and we'll literally just have a party. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. So it'll be an odd day. do it on a day that everybody could, or at least more likely that people could be there, so I can hang out with my friends. And I would do some giveaways. I'm thinking, maybe a year subscription to Wanted Hero might be fun for anyone who's interested in that, so they can get into the world. By the way, some of the subscriptions, Cage, they also will include full access to our tabletop game, to the Wanted Hero role-playing game. So you'd want to win one of those, I'm pretty sure, because it'll include the Trench Wars. Okay, now I'm going to get back to the, let's see. Kind of looks okay. Kinda. Yeah, we would definitely do, we could do to spin that wheel. I have not found spin that wheel. I've not found the spin wheel on the Streamlabs OBS. I gotta look harder. Come on, you. There you go. Stop. All right. Put on this guy's belt. I tell you what, we could do at the party too. We could play Jackbox games. We haven't done that in a couple years, have we, Cage? I love playing Jackbox games. And then I think we should do it over Discord. How's that look? I think I probably need to thicken that, thicken his fingers, huh? I think those need to be done a little bit better. A little bit thicker. I think that's a little bit better. Cage says, like, how would that work? Would you just play in the game for a while and then when the sub is gone, you stop playing? What do you mean? Yeah, Jackbox. I'm not sure I understand your question. Are you talking about the having a subscription that also includes the game? The sub to the Wanted Hero game. Well, here's the thing. I don't have any desire to make one of the subs just to use the games. So right now we have a $3 a month, we have a $5 a month, we have a $10 a month. I'm not altogether sure that I'm going to do anything more than that. I would like to encourage people just to come to the world. But somewhere in that, probably just the $5 a month one is probably where I'm going to put the access to the games. There's already a huge amount of stuff that I've brought over almost all of my published books that you can read there. So, probably for the $5 one, $5 a month, we'll do that. I don't know. That's kind of debatable. But right now, my thinking is to do it on the $5 one, and the $10 one are for those who really want the special personal perks. So, personal time with me, things like that. So, yeah. So you would get anyone who did the $5 a month would have access to the games. And the way that I work it, the way that I've got it right now is that used to be everything was $3. And we got enough of those, and we told everyone this is like the foundation group of individuals. So if you do the $3 a month one to support us while we're building all this, then you get everything, like to the top tier. You get everything for $3 a month as long as you maintain it. So as long as you maintain that $3 a month, everything we make forever, you get access to. Well, we closed that down. We had enough sold of those, and so we redid the $3 one. We included a $5 one and a $10 one, and you can go over and look at it. If you go over to one, I should probably get the link for that. Let me show it to you. See if I can do this without having everything crash. Doing pretty good, but I should probably keep my mouth shut, huh? Alright, let's come over here. We'll go over to Wanted Hero. And I'll take you over to the subscription. Thanks to Till. He made the suggestions. And you send it to your Discord. I can do that later. Well, for everyone else that's on here too. So, you've got the page here, and you've got all the little icons. All you gotta do is just click on one of the icons, and it'll drop down, and you'll see the description of what you get for the 3. But we got Woods Patrons, we got the Tail Weavers, and we've got Hoban's Protege. So, that'll work. I'm going to close this down now. You think it looks good? I think it's looking good. I like it. I'm trying to encourage everyone to look at the site on their desktop for the best experience. You can't do everything that you want on the phone. You can do it on the tablet, but you can't do everything you want on the phone. That's the thing. Phones are not sophisticated computers. They're not. They're really not. And the further this goes, the more our lives are being shaped by our phones. And it's definitely the future, but it's also, I think our phones are more manipulated than anything else. So, that's just me. All right. So we've got that one. I think we're probably going to do ripples. Let's go ahead and just stick with... I want to stick with the things that we actually have. Do the work on the artwork that we are on instead of moving on to another. I mean, a phone nowadays has the power of one of the early NASA computers that got people to the moon. Yeah, I remember when they said that about our cars, the way that our cars have become advanced. And I actually don't think that that's actually true. Because I think our phones are becoming more limited and controlled with the apps and the... I don't know. I'm just not too sure about that. And I don't think this is all necessarily a good thing either. But it is what it is. Work with the things that you have. Try to figure out your own path. You know, if the phone does the things that you want it to, that you need it to, then that's awesome. But I'm so for freedom and being able to use a device as you need it. I mean, it has made life a lot easier, in my opinion. I think it's made it easier. It's also made it more confusing. I think it's done both. I agree with you. I didn't even realize how valuable it was till my son. You know, Evan says, "Dad, I don't want you to get another Android phone." My phone I'd had for years, and it was just kind of shorting out on me. And I said, "Do we need to get another phone?" He goes, "Yeah, you really need another phone." He says, "But I don't want you to get an Android." And I'm a Mac person. I love the Macintosh. I really do. I absolutely detest the company. I think it's gone to hell. I think okay, I have nothing nice to say about the I don't want to slam people. I used to do that all the time. I just don't want to do that anymore. I don't know, it's a lack of character on my part. Let me put it this way. I do not admire the CEO of Apple. I do miss, for all of the man's faults, I miss Steve Jobs. I do. I think he ran the company better. I think his customers, Apple customers, me, I was much, much happier with Steve Jobs alive and in control. Much happier. Now I spend more time angry when I have problems with my Macs, and there's little to no accountability in that company when it comes to customers. And it seems like all they're trying to do is reach for your wallet at absolutely every turn, when I've already paid thousands of dollars for my computers. And for example, I buy a brand new laptop. What did I buy my laptop for? Two things and two things only. I wanted it to write my book it was going to use Scrivener, and it was going to allow me to publish my books. That's the only thing it's for. It's not for checking emails. It's not for anything. And I got it because I wanted to be able to use it set up to 12 hours. I really hate that term, up to. Because it could be, hey, it only lasted for 5 seconds. Well, we did say up to, you dipweed. And I get this $1,200 laptop, start using it. At 45 days, I had to take it in because it would only hold a charge for about 90 minutes tops. It's supposed to go up to 12 hours. I take it in. Do they check it right away? No. They have my laptop for 10 days. And they didn't even think to call me. I had to call them and say, are you done with my frickin' laptop? I want it back. Oh, yeah. I get there. So what's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with it. What? It doesn't hold a charge. Anyway. Yeah. And all the horror stories that I'm hearing about turning things, because I bought it directly from Apple. They mailed it to me. So for me to send that in, to me, I feel the same way about that as I do with Amazon. If I buy something that has to go back to Amazon, in my mind, I'm screwed. I don't trust the whole process, and then things get lost, and it's more time and it's more money. So it's like, Did I say dude? But that is tech in general. Apple has good laptops, but I don't like them. I don't know. Most of my laptops were good. This last one that I did, a Mac Air, absolute rubbish. I'm so dissatisfied. And I tried to take it in. It was under warranty and everything. I tried to have it replaced. It's like, dude, yes, I said dude again. I haven't even used this thing. I've got like maybe 25 megabytes of the memory used. It's brand freaking new. And they wouldn't replace the battery or replace the laptop. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure a few years ago when Steve Jobs was still alive and the policies were different with Apple, I mean, I never had a problem with any of my other computers. The iMac that I'm doing this on has been having freaking seizures for a year. I refused to upgrade to the Catalina. There's so many horror stories going on about that right now. And it says, unless you need to do this and this and this, do not upgrade. Why? Because it has its own set of problems. What the hell is wrong with these people? Did everyone just start smoking pot and go retarded after Steve died? I don't know. I don't have an answer. And maybe I'm just rambling. I don't know how they do what it is that they do. All I know is that I'm just really dissatisfied. Apple's becoming a lot like Harley Davidson. They really, as a product, sucks. And they're just living off the name. But guess what? That won't last forever. But right now, I mean, I read an article about Apple just the other day that they have they're worth like $759 billion, and they have more than double, like 200 and something billion they have in cash. Liquid cash on hand the company has. That's twice as much money than the U.S. government has in circulation. Apple itself has on hand in cash. So, it's because it's all our repair money. Dipweeds. Just really upsets me. Alright. Done my rant. Sorry. Not really. Breathe. Meditate. Okay. Steve Jobs didn't think about compromise. Yeah. The first thought of he first thought of his ideas and the product, and only compromised at the end if there was no other way around to get something working. Exactly right. But he paid attention to us, though, too. He really paid attention to all of us. Who made them? Here's the thing. Apple isn't crap. No, Google isn't crap. Disney isn't crap. There's a company I just hate. None of them are crap without us. I think this is what people forget. We made them. We made them with our money and our attention. You can be the best. You be the best musician in the world, but if no one ever hears your music, are you really the best musician in the world? I am a top-selling author. No one ever bought my book, but I know I'm a top-selling. No, what? No, that doesn't even make sense. That's right, doesn't make sense. You can say, oh, it was his writing or her writing that made them a New York Times best-selling author. No, technically that's not what made them a best-selling author. What made them a best-selling author was someone bought their damn book. Oh, I swore. I have to go to timeout. Is this where I hit the pause button on my own stream? Sorry. Let's not talk about Apple anymore. Please. Oh my goodness, we need to not talk about my frustrations. Apple, if you're watching, if you had integrity or had any balls whatsoever, you know what you do? You would get a hold of me and you'd replace my computer. You would. You know why? Because that was hard-earned money. It took me a long time to save up for those things. And that was so that I could tell stories to kids and to do stuff like this. And then under the warranty, I brought it to you and you wouldn't fix it. You told me there was nothing wrong when I did everything you told me to do and it doesn't work the way that you say it will work. That makes you a liar. And a rat bastard for not fixing it. You can put me in timeout if you want. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, they charge like $1,200 for their high-end phones, and they cost like $250, and that's 950 earnings. It's true. It's true. I got the low end, and it does enough for me. But I will tell you this. I have really enjoyed... So my son got me the iPhone, which is, I'm so used to how the Android works. I still don't get this. I have to double click things and anyway, it still irritates me. But what I do like, I like how all of my devices, because I have this, I have the iPad and I have my iMac, and I like how everything combines and works as one. That helps me so much. And I appreciate that. Yeah, anyway. All right, let's see. Zilla, see, Zilla's here. All right, now you gotta ask Zilla what game he was what game he was playing. So ask him, Cage. Because it was an awesome game. Zilla, I was telling everybody about the game you and your friends were playing. What was it, last night that I saw you, or 2 days ago? And it was just awesome graphics. It was fun watching you with that bow. Whoa. So. Yeah. Zilla says, you swore, welcome to the dark side. No. I'd say prove it, but I bet you Cage already has a little clip made that he's going to show, look, Jamie Buckley swore on his own stream. Crap. Don't be one of them, man. Don't be one of them. I'm not a hypocrite. I take accountability for what I've done. So, but yeah, I did. I just don't want to make a habit of it. They had me going, Zilla, they had me going on, it's going to confuse me. Zilla and Tiller's in the same room, and it's going to be a tongue twister for me. We were talking about Apple. I'm just really upset about their lack of customer service. So, and then I miss Steve Jobs. So, alright, so that's what we got. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now, I got 2 more pictures. I'm going to let you guys decide, because we've got about 30 minutes left. Do you want to do this one, where he's trying to perform magic? Or would you like to have this one, where he's not doing so well in defending himself? Which one do you want me to work on? Magic? Okay, Cage says magic. No, here's the thing. I love Cage. I love all my Mac the computers, but I loved my Android phone. It was so great. By our powers combined, we form Zillatillers. I like that. Destiny 2. That was the name of the game. Oh, good. You did the shout out. Yay. That's right. Jaime loves Zilla. I'm telling you guys, if you chill, it'll be for you guys in Europe. Oh, thanks. Quest Magister, thanks for the follow. Hey, I'll tell you right now, so I know it'll be really late for you guys in Europe, but I'm telling you, if you need to just totally chill before you go to sleep, if it's late at night, hey, you've got to go and hang out with Zilla. You've got to watch the artwork that he makes. So I'm not gonna promote his swearing. Thanks, Cage. But I will tell you this: watching Zilla draw and the things that he constructs, they're phenomenal. Phenomenal. You really should check him out. He's a great streamer to watch. I highly recommend him. All right, so what was the vote? So I've got Cage says magic, but nobody else brought that in. Nobody else has chimed in. Do we draw him trying to do magic? I got enough time to ink one more, or him getting sucker punched by a giant. Which one you want? He does. I really like his taste in music as well. Okay, so I got 2 for magic. I still got 2 of you in there. 2 that are talking to vote. So we got Quest Magister and we got Tills. You like Sucker Punch? Oh, all right. So Till, depending upon what you pick, and then if you pick the Sucker Punch, then I'll be the tiebreaker. Those are the 2 that we're thinking of doing. Waiting on you. If not, it's going to go to Magic Till. Gonna do it in 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going with magic. Alright. Lower down that. And Zilla and Cage get their way. All right. You always get your way. You lie. You don't always get your way. That's a lie right there. You don't always get your way. I can prove it right now. Didn't you want to do voice acting? That didn't go your way, did it? Right? It's just Pooch. It's going well. I love your name. Sorry, it's just Pooch. And it's like I have 5 dogs at my house. 2 are mine and 3 are trained by my daughter-in-law. Just is the most awesome professional dog trainer. And so sorry, I'm just thinking I see your name and I'm like, dang man, I have the coolest dogs at my house, but they're everywhere. A lot of thought went into it. It's just Pooch. So tell me what's behind your name. I'm so curious now. I love that name. I'm assuming you're a dog person. Yeah. No. Oh, no thought was put into it. Actually, you totally called my bluff. You do have a dog and she's the best. That's awesome. Well, that works. If you like the name, no thought came into it, so was put into it. All right. Had an opportunity there to tell me a story, man. I would have believed ya. Would have believed ya. Sucker punch. You have definitely used your voice for acting. All right, all right. Even did a couple voiceovers. Cool. I told you should have done a Fiverr thing. Hey, did you try Fiverr? Oh, that doesn't work. That's... A lot of stories thanks to my kids. Aha, just excuses now. So do I dare ask? It's just Pooch. Dare ask your age? You say it all out from your kids, because I'm a dad. I have 13 children, so... And they give me stories. I've been telling their stories. That's how all of this happened. Cage and the rest of these guys know that. There we go. 13 kids. I tell people 13 kids. Those are children, not goats. Ah. $36 now. And I have 5 little ones ranging from 3 to 12. That's awesome. Congratulations. Love my children. I tell people often, they say, why would you have 13 children? And I tell them, if you met my kids, you'd want more too. Where are we at time-wise? We got about 11 minutes. Trying to be really good about starting and stopping on time, so you guys can depend on me, and my clients can depend on me, and my readers can depend on me. I think I got this playlist thing figured out. I've noticed, Zilla, if you're still here, I've noticed the on Spotify, just because someone says Twitch stream music doesn't mean that it's non-copyright. I've noticed that some people just put their own lists up there that they use during a live stream, but then their stuff gets muted. And I want lists that I don't have to worry about it, so that people can watch the playbacks. Because I'm going to take this and immediately put it up onto YouTube anyway, for followers on YouTube. By the way, any of you who are here, please go on over to YouTube and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to have all sorts of extra fun over there that kind of catapults off of what we do here, but you're not going to be able to find it here. Only over on YouTube. So make sure you follow me on YouTube. You're 26 by now. Okay, I got to back up on this. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. So Cage says, nah, I got kind of bored with voice acting. I definitely get into things and drop them just as fast because I get bored. If I were you, I would have already had a kid by now. So Cage is 26. Okay. Well, I'm over to 50, and I've had kids. Actually, I've never had kids. My wife has had kids, but they are mine. Love my children, as you all well know. All right, so let's make sure. You guys all know the story of my Smiley, right? Wendell Smiley here. It is animated, and why it's animated. It is from his costume, which is called Mago Weave, and it is enchanted. Mago Weave is a special cloth where magic users can weave their enchantments, and the cloth is specifically made to hold certain spells. So you can make this beautiful garment. Might be that it feels and wears like silk, but it could be, depending upon the power of the Mago, it could be made to be as tough as plate mail, as one aspect. Anyway, Wendell has a very unique set that he found in the black market that he absolutely loved, because here his favorite thing to wear was his black t-shirt with a smiley face, jeans, and sneakers. And coming to this new world, that's not what people wear. And he missed it, so he's in a shop in the black market. He tries this on, and the lady, Leilani, tells him all you have to do is just desire what you want to be wearing, and it will form to what you want. He's like, seriously? So he goes and he wills and thinks about his favorite outfit, and it appears. The only difference is the smiley face, whatever he's actually thinking and feeling inside, shows up on that smiley face. So he can try to hide what he's really feeling. Like, for example, he meets Lily for the first time, and he watches her look by, and the smiley face has got like heart eyes and is like blowing kisses from his shirt. You know, and he's like, And Chuck and Dax are like, dude, stop it. So, that is what the smiley face is about. There we go. Okay, we've got that. Until it's 49. Smiley face whistling after the girls, getting him into trouble. Yeah. Can't make any sound. It is not able to make any sound. Though that might be an interesting idea for some time in the future. That doesn't look right. We'll just do this. There we go. That looks better. Much better. Oh. That looks pretty good. I need that to be black. Black. Does a smiley on his shirt constantly have different expressions? Yes. It's actually alive. It moves. It watches everyone. And the other thing is, too, is that there are times... Willow! Oh, Willow, you're awesome. Willow, where are you? Hi! Gosh, I haven't seen you in well over a year. How are you, dear? I looked for you the other day, and you were not streaming. And I was like, oh, I gotta look up Willow. I'm good. It is so good to see you. Are you still gaming and streaming? Yes? Cage, do a shout out. Yes, thank you. You're quicker than me. European! Hey, guys. It's been so long. I know it's 11 o'clock, but I haven't seen you guys, so I'm staying on for a minute. I'm going to stay a little bit longer. Because I haven't seen you guys. I have missed you guys. Guys, got to go check out Willow. She's just cute as a button. So fun to watch. Just lovely. Lovely human beings. I have good taste in friends. Oh, Willow, thank you so much. I appreciate that subscription. So, the fat trash can. I love your guys' names. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the fat trash can. I'm sorry, you have to tell me. How did you come up with that name? Oh my goodness, that's great. I love these names today. Oh no, she brought European. European's always in Willow's wake. I actually think he's got like a hand super glued to her somewhere. Bab gifted. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, European. He's really fat. Oh my. You need front teeth to get tired of them. Oh my goodness. It's a long story. Prepare yourselves. Okay. Tell us. I want to know. What makes someone do a name called the Fat Trash Can? Just fair warning. This is going on YouTube as soon as I'm done. So maybe you want to hold back and not tell us the story, but my streams go on YouTube. That was like the best mod I have. And the Fat Trash Can, of course. Rose, gold trash cans are best trash cans, even if they cost you over €200. What? That is an expensive trash can. But it's the best trash can, huh? Willow, I'm so happy to see you, sweetie. Wow, it has been such a long time. I'm guessing probably a good at least 18 months. I was gone for well over a year. So, but here I be. Of course, then there is European. Alright, I think we're good on that. Oh, we need to do his other sleeve, don't we? There we go. We should be good with that. Yes, this is Pokemon music. I was trying... I had the hardest time. First couple streams that I did, getting back in, they got muted. They got muted by Twitch after. So I followed Zilla because I admire Zilla, and he said that he uses Spotify, so I got a subscription to Spotify. And I looked up music playlists for streaming Twitch. I thought, ignorant me, that also meant that people would not be using copyrighted music. Well, nope. First two streams, I had chunks that were muted. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want to be able to put this on YouTube. So I looked for specific copyrighted, non-copyrighted music, and this was one of them. So I pulled out certain lists that I like of the music that I enjoy, and I put it on loop. So like this one, this is called Ultra Ball, and there is 13 songs or 47 minutes, so I just have it on loop. So we're listening to like the second and a half time. So let's see. We have this wonderful streamer called Willow Glitter, but she likes to trash talk a lot. and the trash goes in the trash can. So with the amount of trash talk I got from her, I became a fat trash can. I forgot that you could have a potty mouth, Willow. but I still like you so much. I never make silly noises. Oh, wait. I just played guitar and sang this stream. Did you really? Ooh, I'm going to go to your channel. I'm going to watch the video. She really does have a mouth on her. But here's the thing. All of your guys' talk and all your stuff, and yet you're such good people. I like you, and I think you're sweet and kind people. You're my friends. And I like you. Tiller says, I use music and environmentals from a guy who makes those for RPG and streaming explicitly. That's awesome. Hey, there's a duck with the coffee. Yep, I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to make a whole slew of those with the smileys. I think that would be good. Don't let them fool you. I'm really wifey. So are you. Really wifey. Did you get married while I was gone? Are you married? I don't understand that statement. You're really wifey. It's all a big family in here. Yeah. It is, it is, it is. All right, so that's what we did for the day. Here's our 3 pieces so far. We've got our Wendell having his moment. Gulp. Oh, we didn't finish the other hairy arm. Ah, okay, we got to do that before we go. That would be horrible. I go put that up on the website and it's not done. Yes, she's married to her dogs. And I don't know any of them. Everybody, this is Uncle Till. He's the uncle you want over for the holidays. He's just fun. He's the uncle you want to play role playing with. That's right, you know Cage. I am a connector. I am a connector, yeah. I didn't drop any frames this stream, not once. That's good news. Let's see, make sure I got all that. I think I'm going to promote this Twitch channel and host it on my Twitch channel. It's so good. Well, I appreciate that. I'm so glad that I'm back to streaming again. I've missed you guys horribly. I definitely stream art. I think I'm going to stick with that for a time. Now... So today's what? Today's Thursday, yeah? Yeah, today's Thursday. So we've done this. I'll finish up the other... I will finish up the other character down there. I don't know, your guys' choice. You want me to leave this one for next week, for Tuesday? Or because we're gonna do Dax and we're gonna do Chuck as well. You stream on The Beast now? I never drop frames. What's The Beast? Got a beast? Better computer? Is that what you mean by that, Willow? Alright, so I'm going to finish this puppy up. And then next week, if you guys want, I will leave the other Wendell for that. And we can ink that in. Otherwise, we're going to be doing Dax and then Wendell. Brand new, huh? Your PC. That's awesome. Yeah, how many years was it before you actually were able to get a new PC? Three to 4 years, wow. Well, thank you guys for being here. I think I'll go for another... You know what? I'll go for another 15 minutes and then we're... a little bit over. But that's because I haven't seen you guys forever. Okay, so we're good on that one. That's good. Anything that anyone sees that needs to be tweaked? Because I think we're good. I think we got everything on that one. Probably this. No, not that. That though. Okay. We got the magic, which we'll do that one. I'll do the magical effects with stuff from Procreate. We've got this one. Who me? Okay. Then we got this one. Okay. Looks good to you? Awesome. My daughter comes in, gives me the thumbs up. You're doing great. You're doing great, Dad. Thanks, dear. Here, she just turned 18. And I got my other daughter. Her birthday's coming up. Oh, gosh. Her 18th birthday's coming up. Shh. No, her 17th birthday. Oh my goodness, my kids are growing up too fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, Willow. Thanks for stopping in, sweetie. So happy to see ya. Wait, before you go, where do you have your schedule? When are you streaming? Blah blah blah. When are you streaming, sweetie? I want to know. Or do you have your schedule on your page? I didn't think to look on your page. You don't have a schedule? Ah, just when you feel like it? Okay. Once per week. I will go and make sure that I have I don't know if I have notifications turned on. Everything's a tongue twister for me today. Because I'd love to see you hang out in your stream. I'll have to wear a head jack so my little kids don't hear your potty mouth. You're going to be home for 9 days now, so you'll stream a bit more often. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Good deal, dear. All right, then I will watch for you. And hopefully I can catch one. But I'm here. I do have a schedule, so I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 11 my time. Or when Willow shows up for the first time in 18 months, 9 to 11:17. You're a writer. No one requires you to be able to read. What? Wear earplugs when you visit. Oh boy. All right, Hera. I believe you. I will be prepared when I show up. Okay. My day off is on Thursday, so that works for me. Awesome. Good. Maybe you can come and hang out here. But you did miss. I did swear earlier. I don't swear in my stream, but apparently I did today. We got talking about Apple, the company, and I got really upset. Oh, and wear a face mask so she doesn't give you COVID. Oh my goodness. We're not going to talk about COVID either. I'm so irritated with all that, and I don't buy it, so. All right. We will see you, dear. Thanks for coming by, and thank you so much for you, European. I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much today. I appreciate that. I'm a Mac user. I used to have really high-end PCs. Then I started using a Mac, and I love the Mac. Started with laptops. I still have my original laptop from like my first MacBook Pro from like 2007, I think. So 13 years old for a computer. You know, you're like dirt. But I've had problems ever since Steve Jobs died. I'm not going to get into it because I got really upset. So, yeah. Bye-bye, sweetie. Thanks for stopping by. You pretty boy, don't forget I hold power here. That's true. That's true. Cage has the sword. He has the weapon of power. All right. Oh, I don't want to draw the blood in there. We'll make that with the other one. All right. You guys you guys be nice to each other. I remember you two have some sparks there. I forgot that till just now. Oh, goodness, I love drawing. All right. I sure appreciate you guys. I have to get to my day job. I got to get out of here. So I'm going to finish this up. I think we'll draw Dax next week. European comes with forest fires, no sparks here. That's true. But you guys are good. All right. Thank you all so much for joining my stream. I'm so glad to see you guys. That's what we accomplished today. These are going to be left in black and white. Probably be a little bit of color with the magic one. But other than that, these are going to go on my revised article on Wendell that will have layers. And that'll be over at WantedHero.com. So thank you guys. I sure appreciate you. If you are watching on YouTube, I want you to know, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell at the bottom, and you'll be notified every time that I have a new video, not just the Twitch streams. All right, guys, thank you so much. I sure appreciate you. We will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.
Come to Wanted.com. Come to WantedHero.com.
Almost.
Come to my dad's website and buy a book. All our books. At WantedHero.com.